Okay, so welcome to another episode of Blended POV. Hey, you guys can check us out on YouTube, like and subscribe below. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, and that's it. So yeah,
internet,
we have so many ways.
We everywhere.
We everywhere. So check us out. You have no excuse not to.
And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell
a motherfucking friend,
keyword. Friend, yes. So in this week's episode, we're going to be covering COVID-19 into the third year. It's been a challenge. There's been day-to-day transitions and challenges and aftershocks of COVID-19 still to this day. So we're going to be rapping about that. But before that, I have to check in with my girls and see what's been going on with y'all. Do y'all have a highlight or a whole light?
A whole light.
Or a low light?
I have a highlight. It's been warm in St. Louis, so I've been getting outside more, taking walks, having longer workouts, and just enjoying the sun and the fresh air. Like, it has really taken a weight off my shoulders. To just be able to walk outdoors and see the sun and be jacket free and just take in earth. So I don't know.
I was actually gonna say the same thing.
I was too.
Because if y'all suffer from seasonal depression, majority of us live, well, even Dallas now too. Well, definitely St. Louis we definitely have winters, okay? And it takes a toll on everything, mentally, physically, emotionally. So if you suffer from winter depression, like a lot of us do, once that sun come out, baby, it's a totally different story. So that's my highlight too. It's been warm. I just feel so much better. I feel like energized. I feel like positive. Also, I started like joined back my workout class, started getting back, making sure I'm eating, on a daily basis and eating healthy. So I don't know, I just feel so much better right now. So that's my
seeing you, girl, your little workout class.
Get it in there.
Feel better about life right now. Yes.
Yes, son. Sunny?
Yes.
I don't really have a highlight this week. This week was a rough week. I was sick at the beginning of the week. I did lose 5 pounds up from being sick, though. I'm just saying.
That's a highlight, baby.
That's a highlight. Okay.
And
if you wanted to lose weight.
Huh?
If you wanted to drop some pounds.
But yes, definitely.
Just saying.
Drop them all. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. That was pretty much it. And I guess, I don't know. It's March.
Yes.
Money March. I've been hearing people say Money March. I never heard that until now. So it's Money March.
Money March.
What is that?
2 more weeks until spring.
Okay.
2. Yes, I'm with it.
And it's nice as fuck here in Dallas too. It was like 80 degrees yesterday. It was so nice.
It was 81 degrees.
81, yep.
That's crazy.
We outside.
We outside for sure.
So my highlight is the same as you ladies. The weather breaking has been amazing. I have been loving rolling around with my sunroof, and even my car smells different. Like, I'm like, ooh, it smells like summer in here. I'm fucking digging the shit. So
you can have your windows down. My son was looking out the window the other day. He was like, wow, like we had the windows down up in his mug. He had his feet up. I was like, yes, baby. It's spring.
Your son?
Yes.
Living his best life.
That is so cute. So cute. Okay, so as y'all know, it's been 3 years since the pandemic has changed our worlds as we know it. I think we all can agree that things have been topsy-turvy and the world's been just kind of flipped upside down, sort of like Stranger Things. From being mandated to wear masks, to drying out your hands from washing them 17,000 times a day, to working from home being the new corporate, and vaccines causing division amongst the world. So we've had a lot going on over the last 2 going into 3 years. So I want to get into like day-to-day life. Since you all work from home primarily, in what ways has working from home bettered your life?
I'll start. or was you gonna start, Leslie? Like you was
no, you go ahead.
Okay. It has really benefited me because we went into the pandemic literally right after my gender reveal. Like I remember it like it was yesterday. Like I was teaching at a school and then I like went to Walgreens and everything was gone, like the sanitizer, all of that stuff. So I'm like telling my husband, like, people is straight tripping. He was like, nah, bro, we finna get us a deep, like, you know, we was ready to go. But like it benefited me because obviously I was pregnant, so I was able to stay home and be safe. I was afraid a little bit because I did have a baby during, you know, the pandemic, not being able to have anybody in the hospital with me besides my husband, trying to find somewhere for Skylar to go while I was in the hospital, worrying about her while she was at somebody's house, all that stuff. But as far as working from home goes, you know, it's been beneficial because I could be with my son all day. I feel like I get more done and more productive because I want to be here and I'm able to, you know, work at my own pace. I've always been able to do that anyway, because that's the kind of job that I have, like being in the office. I've always been on my own time, but just like not having to sit at a desk, being in my own space, doing what I want to do in my own safe environment has been beneficial.
I love that.
I will say, at first it was like, oh my God, this is a lot. Like I feel so lazy, like just being at home and like not, not showering till the evening or waking up, brushing my teeth and washing my face or getting dressed up like cute, just looking like a bum. But working from home is my jam now. I love working from home. I think it has really opened my eyes. Like even before the 9 to 5 work day, 5 days a week, 2 days off, and that's just for some people. Some people work every day, some people work earlier and later. So just it even opened my eyes even more to the terrible work-life balance, the system America has for working. And I just think working from home is just, if I had, when I have downtime, when I have downtime, I can do things that need to get done around the house or errands that needs to be ran, or I can help out my family more in case my nieces need to get picked up, or emergency, I can fill in and step in. Whereas, or doctor's appointments, I don't feel like I have to worry about like what time to schedule them, and just like taking that, I don't know, that like uneasy feeling of having a, hey, can I take off this day? Hey, I gotta leave for a minute, 30 minutes to go pick up my car in the shop. I can't make it. So I just think work from home is like, I think every company needs to offer work from home, even if it's just a few days out the week. I could imagine like, even with having kids, like it just seemed like it would benefit so much. So I love working from home. I think it's the bomb. Yeah, that's my jam. I'll never go back into the office again. I never will. And especially when it's wintertime, like not having to leave the house and risk my life to drive. It's ridiculous.
Or in the snow and ice.
Yeah.
Like
Snow
that was
and
insane to think about now, reflecting on what we used to do for work. Driving in the ice, driving in the snow, staying at work, knowing that it's gonna be a crazy drive home. Like to me, that's all mind-boggling that we was all living like that.
Yeah, and then also I've always been I was talking to Tracy about that. My biggest pet peeve of work are micromanagers. And I feel like that has helped eliminate some of that. I like to work on my own. I'm an independent worker. I know what I need to get done. I'm gonna get it done when it needs to be done. I don't need to, be checked on, follow up on. And also I don't need to be interrupted all throughout the day because somebody can just come up to my desk and talk to me. Like send an email like you should. And I'll get back to you when I can. So work from home is
been nice for you, sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, Kiki, what's up with you?
I think when I first started working from home, like the job that I was at prior to the job that I'm at now, it still was like a hot mess because I actually had a boss that was a micromanager. So nothing really changed. Like I was still working crazy hours. Like I felt like my boss made us work more because we were working from home. So she's like, well, it's no excuse for you not to work. Like you can do stuff on the weekend. You could do like, because we have our laptops. Yeah. Hot mess. But I love where I'm at now because my boss like is very hands off, and I don't want to say hands off like that, like he still is there, but kind of like Leslie, like I like make my own schedule, and it just like everyone says, it allows you to get a lot of more shit done. Like I can go on a doctor's appointment and bring my laptop if I need to, or I can run up somewhere and get an oil change real quick. Like I feel like I have more freedom to do stuff. Like I never had that freedom when I was in the office, like at all. It just wasn't like that. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a humongous perk. The being able to run around and get things done. And I have clients that come in and work and get their hair done, which I love because I can fill up my morning appointments, you know. But with that being said, would you guys say you had any challenges working from home?
Yeah, I think I kind of started there. Yeah, I think it's points where like I will like I had to start like forcing myself not to. It's so easy to work like in your bed, like bring up your laptop and you're just working from your bed. So there will be times where I'll like make a point like today I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna like act like I'm actually about to get ready for work, and I'm gonna just like sit. I have like a desk, so I'll sit at my desk and actually work there from working in the bed because it's so easy to become lazy. You got the TV on and you just not like focused.
Yeah. And I think when it first went down, working from home, there was a lack of time because at first I was working through the night because it seemed like there were no boundaries now working from home, because we all at home, we sitting at home, we're not going nowhere, we're not going into the office. It was like no time limit from that cutoff. It's 5 p.m. everybody leave the office. You know, you at home, you working, and this was in the height of the pandemic, so you weren't going to the grocery store and to the malls and like outings and things like that. So I definitely think in the beginning there was a lack of boundaries, but I think now people, for me personally, my job company I work for is getting used to it and then getting back into like the swing of things. And when it happened, a whole bunch of layoffs, had to fire a lot of people. So even cut downs cause people to have to do more work, take on more roles, more responsibility. So now that things are kind of up and up again, hiring has started back up. So now it's a even, like more even balance, more people to do more work. So it's gotten a lot better. But at first, it definitely was like a lack of boundaries from people who come from my job, and then just also me. But now I'm like, no, I'm still done at 5 o'clock. Like I don't care. Like maybe I'm done at 9 o'clock. I'm not overworking. And I think a lot of times too, people don't realize, when Keisha was saying about her job, some jobs or some people, their job is their life. But that ain't me. It's never going to be me. So there are many more things that are important to me. So I'm definitely going to take the time I need to take to do things for me, and the things, family, friends, going places, having fun are important.
I think that's what I love the most too, like about my boss now working remotely, is like, it's not even like a big thing to go to him and be like, can I take off this, to go here? Like my boss in my previous job, like work was her life. And if you didn't have that mindset, like you was looked down upon, or like, you're not serious about working, I'm like, it's more to do than fucking clock in every goddamn day.
I just put that shit on my calendar. Leslie out of office these days. No questions asked. I earn my time.
Yeah, so my job has always, like, I've always had a lot of freedom at work, because I'm in the office one day out of the week, and the rest of the days I'm driving around, going to schools, or I actually had work at home days when I, like, pre-pandemic. But I think it was a struggle, like, after I had the baby, because I was balancing homeschooling Skylar, dealing with a newborn, doing regular everyday life, cooking, doing laundry, you know what I mean? I have a husband, like all those different things. There was no like, okay, I do this at this time, go to work, come home, do laundry, help Skylar with art. It was like everything was merged together. So I was like stressed as fuck. Like I used to cry, like having to do all of these things at once and complain. I think early, like maybe a few months after baby, when we got like a nanny, and that took a load off, because I was able to like do things aside from, you know what I mean? Like I was able to balance out my day a little bit better. But yeah, it was very stressful in the beginning because I didn't know how to like divide my day up. Everything was merged together. I was working 24/7, not only with my job, but like doing everything at once. Like in the middle of the workday, I'm cleaning up, changing diapers, cooking, cleaning. It was chaotic. So
I couldn't imagine having a baby.
It was rough.
Even a kid that should be in school and now you gotta be at home with me every day.
Girl, I was homeschooling Skylar by I was homeschooling her like real, like her school. It wasn't like the teacher was on Zoom all day. She goes to a private school, so like the teacher met with them in the beginning of the day, in the middle of the day, and then it was on me to make sure she got everything done. Or it was like, okay, you're not gonna pay. Like it wasn't like the teachers was hands-on with her at all. So I was doing all of that shit by myself because Spiffy he never got a break. Like he was still going out working the entire time. So it was just me by myself at home doing every damn thing.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely sounds stressful, but I'm happy that you have surpassed that and gotten adjusted. You know, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah.
Y'all made it.
So do you guys have any desire to go back to the office? Do you miss leaving to go to work at all?
Not me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. So like I've been to the office like recently, and it is nice to like go in to just see people. Like for me, I live, by myself, so I'm not around a lot of people all the time. So it is nice like going to the office and like you see faces and have like interaction. But like, do I need that every single day? No. Like, but I wouldn't even care. Like, even if my job made it like mandatory to go into the office like once a week, like I think I would be okay with it.
I think that's a good balance to have a day or two that you go into the office. Personally, I have to be out. I couldn't imagine just being in the house all day. It don't even seem healthy, but people do it. Like I talk to some folks, they're like, "Yeah, I left the house in 2 weeks." I'm like, "God damn, I'm sorry," but
and I don't think working from home means that you have to be in the house all day because then you have time to do other things during the day.
It sounds like solitary confinement.
Working from home,
huh?
So working from home sounds like solitary confinement.
Well, because you can leave.
Yeah,
you can, but I don't know.
See, I'm the type of person where I actually can sit in the house for 2 weeks. Like in the wintertime, I don't have to leave at all. Like
I'm good.
We ain't go nowhere. Like it's no reason for me to leave in the wintertime. I don't even want to put on no clothes because I like just chilling at home, doing everything from home, I was ordering my groceries, my DoorDash. I was not leaving. Like my mama was like, "Are you good?" Because I don't want to leave in the wintertime. Now I feel like even with the pandemic, things are even better. Even in 2020, 2021, it was like not in the very beginning, but like I feel like in the summertime it was easier to deal with the pandemic because the numbers were low, people were outdoors, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I feel like everybody feels good when it's warmer, so you're able to like get out. I don't feel like you have to stay in unless you want to.
And I actually got asked from my job if I wanted to start coming in 1 or 2 times a week, and I said no.
So that ain't nothing wrong with it. My boss was like they started making people go back to the office, but my boss is like, I don't want to drive into work, so you don't have to drive into work. But he's like, if you want to go, you can. But like, I think that's what they should do is make it optional. Like at my job before this, like she started was like, well, we're gonna go back to the office. Like they were like checking like the CDC stuff like weekly to see if it would change so we can go back into the office. I'm like, that's just ridiculous.
True. My job literally got rid of the office. Once they found out they could save money, child, let me get rid of these offices. I can find alternate work.
I do not blame.
Why am I forcing people to go to a building that we got to pay a monthly bill on when they could?
Exactly. That is smart.
You say so
no sense.
And
that happened to my dad.
Now we have people that work at my job that are remote. So my thing is, if you got remote people, why would I come into work when you are clearly okay with having people that aren't even available to come into the office? So yeah, I'm okay.
Well, we're going to switch it up a little bit. So I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely noticed the effects of the worker shortage and everything. As far as like you go into like restaurants and stores and it's just lack of people there, all of these hiring bonuses at McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and all that stuff. Has the worker shortage tested your patience?
I wouldn't say so.
I would for sure. I'll go first. So, for example, going to like restaurants, we're used to or accustomed to us going in, sitting down, getting your chips or your bread or whatever, and your water. I still dine out frequently, so sometimes there's like a massive delay in it, and that requires patience because automatically you're like, where the fuck is my drink? Like, come on, the waters ain't here. You're missing silverware. Complications like that are annoying. Sometimes going in stores and the line is long as fuck to check out, or you have new workers who don't know the systems yet and they just been thrown out there to the wolves. So
I see what you're saying now.
Have frustrations.
I was confused at first, but I will say my biggest gripe is that the quality has gone down. Like, honestly, like even like, okay, so Ruth's Chris is one of Mississippi's favorite restaurants. And bro, the chicken is more expensive, but it's literally so like you could tell they changed some shit up, bro. Why you laughing, Leslie?
Because this is such third world problems, bro.
Oh, our issue. Well, I mean, we're talking to a lot of Americans.
It is third world problem, bro, but the quality.
Exactly, I'm true. But I'm just like, she's talking about going to Ruth's Chris.
Bro, how they gonna make my favorite stuffed chicken $35 now, and it's fucking like it ain't even all the way done. Not even the same type of cream cheese. Yeah. And bro, me and Swift be going to Durburgs. Like, I don't know what kind of chicken y'all buy, but I'm very somebody don't buy chicken in this place. But
they're out on blast.
I am very particular about my meat. Like, I even smell my meat at the grocery store. Like, I don't play. And like, I only buy bare chicken.
Through the plastic wrap?
Hell yeah, bitch.
We will make sure that.
How does that work, man? How can you smell it?
My mama will poke her nail through and smell it, bitch. Okay. But anyway.
Does she take the meat that she poked?
They be running out of fucking meat where you gotta buy some bullshit. Like, literally, we just had to buy some air chilled chicken because that was the only like quality fucking meat that they had. So like, not having the groceries that you need, running out. Uncle Ben's rice, bro. You can only find it at Durburgs out here.
Hey, first of all, it's not even called Uncle Ben's. It's called Ben's Originals now.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense because
I'm sorry, I like us having
definitely a slave connotation.
Yeah. But I like
even the way he looks.
I mean, yeah, he definitely
like Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's, bro. Like,
I feel about Aunt
Jemima. They should have updated the picture. Like,
but we deserve that.
Aunt and Uncle don't sound slave-like to me. I can see if it was Papa Ben's.
I don't think they should have changed the name. I feel like that's silly to change the syrup to something else. Like, Aunt Jemima cooked that shit. Like, she the one who made that syrup from scratch, and now y'all just gonna take her name off.
Maybe she sold it. The family sold it.
They obviously had complaints with some people, so it's better to do the political correct thing than not.
We are so sensitive. It's annoying. Sidebar real quick. So like, you know how we had like Looney Tune cartoons and things like that. If y'all watch some of our old cartoons, some of them have disclosure saying some of these views are not our views and maybe a little like stereotypes, stuff like that, like a fucking warning before cartoons.
Me and the baby was just watching, what's the one with the little boy who was friends with monkeys and shit? Like
Curious George?
No,
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book. It has that message right beforehand.
Wow.
And even with Space Jam, they didn't put in Pepe Le Pew because Pepe Le Pew used to kiss the girl all the time and stuff like that.
This world is delicate. But anywho, Keisha, have you had any patients tested with this shortage?
I would really only say the only thing would probably be at the grocery stores or like Target, where like they only be having 1 or 2 lines open and the lines you're wrapped around to check out. That's really like the only issues I've seen. I would say like not necessarily shortages, especially now that things are opening back up. I can only speak for Dallas, is that everything is booked. Like, you got to book restaurants a week in advance now. It's just everything is popping now.
Wacky. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Do you guys find yourself having experiencing anxiety from the aftershocks of COVID? Like, are you out in public and hear sneeze and coughs and be like, oh my God, like any anxiety still?
Not as much as I did at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning, I was like, scared, but no.
Hell yeah. In the beginning, you better not cough around me, bro. Like, I am throwing this, I'm making faces, I'm jumping, everything. Like, don't be going to work coughing, bro. In the beginning, like, that was absurd. And honestly, I didn't even go to the grocery store until like probably the baby was like 1 already. Like Spiffy did everything. He said he used to see people with like weird, like really like the way it looked on TV, people wearing weird shit over their face before we really had masks and stuff. Like, yeah, I didn't even go. Like my mom and my sister, they never stopped going places. Like they've been kicking it since day one. But like I was always paranoid because I had a newborn. So like, of course I was afraid, but now I go to the gym, no mask on. Skylar be coming out of her school, mask be below her chin. I'm like, what is the fucking point? These kids can't keep their damn mask on. And my son can't wear a mask. So I just feel like if he can't wear a mask, I don't want to wear one because I mean, whatever everybody got, he gonna get it and then I'm gonna get it. So it's like,
honestly, when I got the vaccine, that's when my fears kind of went away. Cause I just like, if I'm getting this, like, what's the point? Like, I'm getting this to protect myself and I'm gonna go through getting it. Then this should help eliminate some of my anxiety and fear. So once I got the vaccine, I was kind of like, this is really all I can do at this point. So I've done it. And I've been okay with it, but I will say it is kind of like a sense of anxiety now because it's kind of like now everything is popping off. Like I'm seeing so many things happening, so many events.
Yes.
I don't know, like in St. Louis, we don't always even get a lot of concerts. It's like every weekend it's a concert. It's all the comedy shows. I don't know. It's like now it's like go, go, go. It's like, wait a minute. Like we didn't even ease into this, not because I'm scared of, not necessarily because I'm scared of COVID, but just going from like a real like low to like it's like skyrocketing and getting back outside basically and around people and things to do. And I mean, it's exciting, but it is kind of like, damn, like where this come from?
People got to make that money back up.
Yeah, I think at some point I decided like, we were so closed off. Like I didn't even see my family for like literally probably a year. So I just got to a point where I was like, bro, like life is not worth living if I can't be around my loved ones that are, you know what I mean? Like, what am I doing? I'm literally sitting in the house every single day and I can't be around the people, you know what I mean? On this earth to spend time with the people I love. So I was just like, forget it. Like, you know, I want to spend time with my mom. I want to spend time with my sister. Like they out here kicking it. I'm getting jealous. Like, I'm like, no, I'm at least going to risk it for them.
Yeah. I definitely found myself being around the people that was worth the risk. I'm sorry. It's no way to live just by yourself and you can't see nobody. Like, fuck that. If I got to go out, at least I go out with people I love, you know?
I was definitely outside.
Yeah, I think I've been out the whole time. You know what? I still go to Target and stuff. I like to just get out. I love fresh air.
I mean, like outside, like a bitch was still traveling in 2022, like on the airplanes.
2022.
2020.
I mean 2020.
Oh
2020,
yeah. They're traveling. It was so
nice. I was not getting on a plane in 2020.
I wasn't doing none of that shit. But I did do one major trip at the end of 2020, which my son was only 4 months. So I still think back like, what the fuck was we thinking, bro? But like, we just had to escape because we had been in the house all year. So like, that was like fresh air.
Yeah, COVID started in March, and I honestly think that I went to visit my sister in like June or July. And it was just traveling.
So bonus question, have you guys ever ordered from DoorDash or Uber Eats or any of those and saw the delivery charges and been like, fuck it, this shit costs too much? Like, what do you guys think about?
Bitch. I have a membership, okay?
Well, yeah.
Anybody looking at that?
Huh?
Okay, so it's like a $10 delivery fee and you could choose how you tip, but if you get a membership, you pay $10 a month.
Yeah. I mean, that's nice.
With no delivery fee?
No. You pay $10. So the regular delivery fee be like $10 or something like along those lines, like maybe $3 if you don't have the membership. But if you have the membership, you pay $10 a month and all you do really is pay the price of the food and tip them.
I just like with those apps, you already know that you're about to be spending money on delivery fee and all that other stuff.
They have different prices set, and sometimes you get a discount.
Oh, I never ever look. I don't be paying attention, honestly.
Oh, yeah, that's like gas prices now. You need it. You need it, so I look.
I don't DoorDash a lot though. So
me neither. I don't know if I really like the idea of that, but I have done it before, yes, and I probably every time it's like a coupon or it's a deal, get this for no delivery fee. I definitely looked at it at times, and if I wanted a bowl from Chipotle, that would normally be $8, and it was costing me $20 on DoorDash.
Yeah, I pay attention.
The delivery fee.
I don't like that. I look at that and I'm like, that's a whole nother fucking entree, side something. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just drive out there and get my shit myself.
So I don't like packing my kids up in a car and driving places. Like they honestly, my son probably haven't been to a bunch of restaurants. He hasn't, because we order out a lot. So like I would rather DoorDash than to load my kids up in a car and drive somewhere, get out, pick it up, all that kind of stuff. That gives me anxiety.
Well, the thing is, the delivery, it shouldn't be a delivery fee. They should just put the add on the tip for the driver.
No, they have.
They're paying a delivery fee to the company, and they're not the ones delivering it.
Right. It's the service. It's the money fluctuation thing. But inflation. One thing that's weird with that is that the prices on those apps usually are more than in the store. And then you add on those fees and the tip, so you kind of paying a little more and more. But when it's worth it, I'll do it. But I just hate paying that money to the air.
I didn't even know I like doing it. I didn't even realize.
I've probably done it literally 3 times.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to go get my food because it's like, I feel like DoorDash people be taking forever to pick up the food, and then your food be cold by the time it gets
here. And then leaving it on the door. I don't want to answer the door for nobody I don't know. Like,
it's the same as pizza delivery, though.
Making me feel crazy because
I haven't ordered a pizza in so long.
That makes me feel crazy because we probably do DoorDash once a day, at least for lunch or dinner. Like,
and pizza is different because then they have them in them heated bags and they know what to do. Like,
they have personal skills. They have
they do have heated bags for DoorDash.
And I've never ordered a pizza alone to be delivered.
Yeah.
So I'm never at home answering the door for some reason.
Are you saying you never delivered a pizza while living alone?
I've never ordered a pizza while living alone just for myself. No. I've actually never ordered a pizza. I can't even remember the last time I've ordered a pizza.
You don't eat cheese.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh,
and I probably, I guess.
But I mean, even when I come, Tracy, we go pick it up. I couldn't tell you the last time I've done that. Yeah, but
it's like it's just on an occasion, But with India's point,
I do got kids.
The monthly price thing is dope, especially for somebody with family that needs this and that.
She do got kids and she has been married for 17 years, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, ain't nobody to be loading these kids up going to pick up meals, child. When you could easily just order it on the fucking app, tell them exactly what you want. I be texting with these people. Same thing with my groceries. I have 3 people that rotate to pick up my groceries and bring them.
I'm for doing whatever you can if you can afford it to make your life easier.
Definitely done groceries.
That's the biggest thing with me. I hate that people don't really understand. So I'm gonna be like, why are you ordering your groceries? And I'm like, you can too. Like, literally, if you pay like $10 a month, it's literally the same thing. You pay like a $10 bill. It's not an expensive thing, like a whole out of the box thing. Like, we live in a new world where it's like technology, like having your groceries delivered, food delivered. That's the norm in my eyes. It's the new norm. Like, it's not like a pricey, expensive thing. Like, it's literally.
Or even if it was, if you can afford it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't think
it should be no shame.
I want people out there to know, like, they can afford it too. Like, literally, $10 a month. Get your DoorDash pack. Get your goddamn meal.
Is brought to you by
right. We sponsored by DoorDash. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully,
what shopping thing do you use, India?
So I use what's the one with Dirtbirds?
Shipped.
It's a whole nother one that you
I use Shipt because I really like our Dirtbags out here. I'm not a fan of our Chinooks. I use Shipt. And honestly, you pick the grocer that you like to deliver your groceries. And like, it's like 3 people that are in rotation. They be like, do you want this bacon? They ran out of this chicken. Do you want this kind? Like, they real good about it. It's like, it's literally like you there. They send you pictures.
What I do use the shit out of is Target pickup. Now I will do. Now that's the best fucking invention. Because I've
only done that twice.
I have not done that yet.
Really?
You can get your Target stuff delivered as well.
Yeah, you can get your Target.
Yeah, it's a fee.
Same price.
I do the pickup. You just park in the spot. You go. Price is the same.
Sorry,
stop with the fees, bro. It's like $3, bro. Y'all got it. Y'all killing me. Y'all spend $3 on some lip gloss. Y'all can't pay that to get your damn Target.
I looked at Target thing. I thought it was like 15. I don't know because I saw it on there before.
I think it might be different here in Dallas because I don't think we have shit, but we do have. It's called Instacart, and you can
Instacart.
So we have Instacart too, but that's like for schnooks, and like our schnooks out here to me is trash. Like it's horrible.
Yeah. So some people joke and be like, it's a ban-demic, money. So some people like you guys, I don't think stopped working during the pandemic. So I'm gonna rewind back to me being, I don't want to say cheap, I'm frugal. Have you guys noticed the drastic wave of price increases with the grocery stores and whatnot, anything, and have you had to adapt any financial habits, change your budget, anything? Have you thought about your finances since COVID stuff has increased or what?
Child, before the pandemic, we used to spend $150 on groceries a week. Now I go to the grocery store every single day and I probably spend $200 every 2 weeks. Like literally literally like 5 items is like $75.
You just
like,
said,
it does not make
hold on.
sense.
You just said 150 a week and then 200 every 2 weeks. That's a lot.
I meant every 2 days. I'm sorry. I meant every 2 days.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, like it's like a gradual. I'm sorry. It's like a gradual change because it's not like you notice like some strawberries going up like 50 cents. But like if everything is going up gradually like that, then it's ridiculous. Like you don't realize it. Like I used to buy groceries and not even look because it's like, okay, I know I'm spending at least 150. Now I be fucking in shock. Like I be shaking in my fucking bootstraps. Like, Lord, please, I hope it ain't more than this much. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck do I have to spend this much for some goddamn banana?
Not shaking in your fucking bootstraps, bitch. What?
Like, damn, who want to spend all their money on groceries, bro? That is fucking ridiculous. Like, they have gradually increased everything, and like the price of $1 is fucking, it ain't shit. Okay, because child, my kids be eating like, and then it makes you it makes you make your kids appreciate shit. Like, you better fucking eat them fucking Oreos you took out, bro. That shit costs $4 a pack now. So yes, that has been a bother for me, and like I think Biden even talked about that in the State of the Union, like about how it has increased. Like
the price,
y'all might not notice it because y'all buy yourselves. You know what I mean? Y'all buy food for yourselves,
and then I don't buy the amount of groceries I buy is so little.
Yeah, same.
So I haven't really noticed the difference for real. I just shop at like Trader Joe's mainly, so I don't know how much their prices have like influence versus like.
And they probably haven't changed.
Grocery stores.
They probably are better about it.
They've gone up. Trader Joe's has definitely gone up some. I think everybody has.
I think it's kind of like for me, like a thing with gas prices. Like I don't pay attention to gas prices because I have to get it.
Y'all bought.
So I don't really pay attention to grocery prices.
See, I didn't used to until I'm like, why am I spending this much money on groceries? Even Spiffy, we were sitting down one day, he was just like, what is going on? He thinking that I'm like fucking him over with money because I'm like, bro, I swear to God, I'm spending all this money on groceries. Like that's on everything. And he finally went, we barbecued the other day. All he bought was like chicken, 2 steaks, and like some stuff for me to make some baked beans and some pans. He spent over $100. And I'm like, you see what I'm saying? Like shit has changed.
It has definitely changed. I mean, not even just the groceries, but your local hairstylist, your nail shops, the mall. Like I've noticed price changes all across the fucking spectrum.
That's true. Like, my waxing has gone up.
Yeah.
Hair appointments have gone up.
I wonder why that is.
Hey,
tell us, Tracy.
Well, I'll tell you one reason why.
Yeah, give us get the audience some good insight. Is it really real? Like, y'all just this is opportunity to get some bread?
You said opportunity for what?
To get some bread.
To get a raise.
I know people want to know.
That's a good question, though.
Food is more expensive. If you got to spend more money, y'all got to pay more money. Like you got to spend more money on groceries and shit.
Yeah, the products have gone up, like going, to buy my color and all the shit that makes your hair healthy, has gone up in price. I'm not paying for it out of pocket like that. So I have to raise my prices. I mean, that's the way business is, like you shouldn't come out of pocket for anything. You should put it in your price, but I can get into that later. But anyway, things have gotten harder to buy, which levels up the value of the product, so that, and then our cost of living. Unfortunately, a lot of people can't just say, I want to make more money and change it. You have to be given that opportunity. So I'm thankful that I could do that, to be able to afford these new prices and things like that. Gas going up, that's driving to work. Booth rental, that's gone up, depending on where you at, that could have gone up for you. What else? Honestly, people's hair after the pandemic was a little stressful. People hadn't touched their hair like they normally would, keeping up with the maintenance. So that extra time it takes to detangle and everything, you have to pay for that time.
Girl, you're not explaining your price. Your price is your price, boo.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I'm just giving you an insight.
Price, but just an insight. Yeah,
an insight on, because people are probably like, why the nail shop going up? Why this going up? Well, for one, it's a domino effect. Everything is going up, and then for two, the products that we have to buy to service people are up. So you gotta make the shit work.
I'll say honestly, the only things I've noticed going up is groceries. Like my wax people are still the same. Everything else is still the same. I mean, I switched back to my regular nail people, but yeah, I think that's just the norm because people get more fancy with nails and shit like that. But the only thing for me that I've really noticed is groceries. I'm just like, this is literally some shit people need, and they are fucking overcharging people. Like, I hope that when people who get stamps, like, I hope that they fucking milking the shit out of that, because that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, they are high. I mean, gas with the war right now, gas is down there $4 in St. Louis.
Now, I will say that is something I do not pay attention to, because I just feel like I need gas. So
I'm particular. If I notice gas is high, I'm taking my ass to Sam's, or I'm gonna use Gas Buddy to find the cheapest gas just to save money. I don't play. I'm sorry. I budget. I'm really fucking zoomed in on my finances. I don't know. It's like a game. Like, your gas is too high. Let me see what I can find that's cheap.
Then you waste the gas driving around.
No, I don't drive around. I use my phone. I use my Sam's app, and I use my Gas Buddy. Okay. Okay. What is your dream hustle? Anybody got a dream hustle they've been thinking of? I can think of a few for y'all.
All I want to do is work out and like help other people work out, and I want to get paid like hella money for it. So that's the only thing I truly enjoy is working out and eating. So maybe if I can get into like making good food, like
I gave you a great business idea.
Don't tell nobody.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, that's my future hustle. I just gotta focus right now. Like I said, wintertime is hard for me to get into like staying on track. But now that it's getting hot, trust and believe I'm gonna be right for the summertime. So that's when I get my mind right. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
That's my dream hustle.
I love it.
So yeah, I don't wanna hustle at all. I wish I could.
It's a word.
Can I explain? Can I answer the question how I would like to answer the question, or no? Okay, so I don't want to. My dream thing would be, I don't want to hustle. I don't want to have to make money. I wish I, maybe got a rich husband. I'd be perfectly fine with having a rich husband. But I would still like to do what I'm currently doing with my nonprofit side and be able to hold events, provide resources and things like that I care about for the people that I care about. So that would be my dream, if I could just solely do that and focus on that and not have to worry about making money.
Even if your husband is rich, I pray that you still work to make your own money.
Something to make your own money and secure yourself, because you never know what would happen. No matter how fine and rich his ass is, just saying.
No, if I have a rich husband, I'm not. It could be a prenup. It could be something in the thing, but I mean.
No, I'm not saying right now, that. I'm not thinking like the aftermath.
I wouldn't be like, yes, I still need to go to work every single day.
If you're not working, I'm not saying like go to work. I'm just saying think of something to make your own income.
Your independence.
Because your ass, if you ain't your husband rich, you staying home, you're gonna be taking care of the kids, cooking, laying on your back.
Or I would get the millions on millions like Dr. Dre wife.
Huh?
Or I would just get the millions on millions like Dr. Dre wife.
Oh my God. All right, baby.
Okay, honey, that is your answer.
I don't get mad because I don't want it. If I have
I'm not getting mad as your friend and from witnessing other people's struggle. I just don't want advice on how to be an independent woman. I ain't never been. I'm always do a goddamn seminar on this shit.
Any fucking who lives the goddamn best life. Your dream hustle is
because that's Keisha's dream hustle too. That's Keisha's dream hustle too. Why don't y'all just be sister wives or something?
First of all, that was not my dream hustle, so don't put me on that.
What's yours, baby girl?
Yeah, anyway, what's yours, Kiki? I know what yours is.
If I could pick a dream hustle, it probably would be I'm like really big on like trying new restaurants and like drinks and shit. What's the long face word, bitch? It's people out here that be making money on Instagram. Again, going to new restaurants and like having like whole cute ass pages and getting paid to fucking go try restaurants, drinks, all type of shit. That
is a dream.
You know what?
I wish I would have thought of that.
I thought you were gonna say travel agent or something, Keisha.
I mean, probably too, but I mean, it's a lot of work that goes into it. I feel like a dream hustle would be something that's like more fun. Like,
I like that.
Something that you like to do. I mean, when I made that question, it's just we're in a time now where people are focusing on multiple streams of income, you know. So a lot of people are getting dream hustles and little businesses and stuff like that.
I will say Stacey is hella good about coming up with some shit, child. So I'm glad he got that type of mindset. I don't have that type of entrepreneurial shit that just comes to me. I could jump in. Like I have my ideas, but he's the type of person that's gonna jump into it and do that type of shit. But it's hard for me to really think like, oh my God, I could do this. And I would shock the shit out of myself if I was able to do
I think like I have that mind, but it's me thinking of things that I want to do for enjoyment rather than I can make a lot of money doing this.
Yeah. See,
so I think that's where
that's a fun thought.
I have to be thinking of enjoyment and you know I can do that provide do things that are fun for other people. And
I like that. I love to eat and drink. I would love to like go to a new restaurant.
I have a long face about that. I just have a long face. That's really a wonderful thing.
And I have a long
you did it. You literally said
I had the longest face.
You have a heart-shaped face, India.
For real? I thought I had like a banana face.
Speaking of cosmetology school, you have like a diamond or a heart shape.
Thank you.
What do I have?
Apple.
You're actually a perfect oval.
You're a round face.
You said apple.
He's just oval. Yeah.
What is
apple Leslie? Oval off his head.
What is Leslie?
Just kidding. Leslie is definitely a diamond. She has chiseled cheekbones or whatever this is right here. Yeah.
A round face.
No, you're not. You have definition. Sorry.
Okay, diamond.
I get paid to notice that shit. So anyway, bonus question. Come on, y'all, dig deep on this one. What's a thing you would do differently in 2019 had you known what was coming? I'll go first. I'll give you some time to think. One thing I would have done differently was go with my sister to Jamaica. She went in January for her birthday, and I was just like, nah, it wouldn't be a smart move to go. But if I could reverse the hands of time, I definitely would have experienced that year doing some normal traveling as opposed to the fucking COVID test and the shots and all that stuff we got to worry about now. So that's the one thing I would do different.
I'll say, I don't think I would do nothing different because had I done something different, my son wouldn't be here. And I mean, we did go on one big trip. So I don't know.
Would you have lived differently? Would you have loved the people you were around more? Like, I mean, just think about the normal life we had versus COVID. Like, there's nothing you guys could think of you would do differently back then?
I guess I'm just trying to see, like, I don't know what I would have done differently. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I feel like my 2019 was actually pretty eventful. You know what I mean? Like literally I can remember the weekend that COVID started because we was kind of paranoid because I'll be aware, especially people are seeing it and all that. So we was kind of aware of what was going on with the bats and all of that type of shit. So then y'all remember that, don't y'all?
I don't really watch it.
Okay,
that's how it started.
So I kind of knew in advance, like honestly, we knew back in January when we was making jokes about it, not thinking it was gonna hit here. So like, I don't know, I feel like 2019 was a good year and leading up into it. I feel like it was the perfect time for me to sit down You know what I mean? Like, had I known it was gonna be 2 years, maybe, you know what I'm saying, I would have done things differently within the pandemic time. But like prior to the pandemic, I feel like I was doing well. Like, I feel like I led up into it well because I was pregnant.
Yeah, I think I'm like thinking, because I guess it's like I'm trying to think what I wasn't doing in 2019 that I wish I would have been doing. I can't really say there's nothing then that I like regret not doing. I feel like just like any I was doing a lot. And I do think, you know, had a lot going on. I do think it was, I don't want to say like that because I know it was a terrible time for a lot of people, but in some cases it was kind of needed for, you know, a time to just sit down and refocus and rethink about the thing. You know, it was just a time to, you know, build new ideas, new plans, new goals, or things like that. So I don't really think I was traveling. I was being around the people that I love. Prior to, I was doing events, I was doing things. So yeah, I don't know. I can't really say there's something that I would do differently. I think the pandemic definitely, you know, it had its negatives and it had its positives. So
yeah. And I feel like it kind of just sat me down to spend more time with, you know what I mean, my household. So I don't know, I was ready for it when it came. Maybe I did wish it didn't last as long, but like in 2020, that first year, I was content with just spending time at home because I was pregnant. I mean, where the hell was I gonna go?
Maybe that would have worked out.
I think it's nothing.
That was perfect for you.
I did some things that I'm actually glad I did. Like prior to the like pregnant is a good. Well, I don't know. I'm not in that situation. Maybe you might want to. That made you more scared and anxious. I guess maybe. But
maybe I would have. If I would have known what my life was gonna be like in 2020, I would have worked out in 2019. I would have been getting my workout.
What happened?
I would have been. I like. The pandemic, I got so big. I would have like
really,
yeah. Like,
but you don't think you would have just gained it all? Like you would have did all that work and then gained it back during the
I mean, I took the question as if we were like looking at a crystal ball and like saw like what we have done different from where we are now. And I probably would have worked out and continued working out.
So you would have had a foundation before COVID. And you would have been able to work.
Or the pandemic was the perfect time for you to gain weight and eat what you wanted, because where were you gonna go?
Bitch, I was still outside.
And he's looking at the upside.
I always tried.
I was still outside, heavy and all. Damn.
I don't be heavy doing. Like I feel like you wasn't there
because Dallas wasn't. They didn't have like for real. Like, did they ever have a complete shutdown?
For like maybe like a month, I think, if that. You know, we live in a Republican state.
Yeah, the governor was like, "We gotta get this money."
Yeah, hell no. We was like after Florida, we was like the next state to open back up. Girl,
that's crazy.
I remember that.
Yeah. But you know, Missouri is a Republican state too, so I don't know what. You know,
it's because we have Ted Cruz and Abbott. We got really crazy Republicans who love Trump, so
yeah,
that's why.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna play just a little short game. It's called Leave It or Bring It. We have let go of things since COVID started, and we have slowly brought things back. So I'm gonna name a few things, and you guys say if you want to leave it or bring it. Wearing makeup often. Do you guys want to leave that or bring it back? Because you know makeup sales did drop. And still kind of are lipstick.
Really wore makeup going out.
Leave it. Like if I
leave it.
Yeah.
Okay. Blowing out birthday candles. Are you guys at all?
Don't be blowing on my cake, baby.
Is it
you blowing your cake though?
Leave it or bring it out.
But I don't want to eat cake at somebody's stuff and they blow. Like that kind of makes me sick. When the first party I went to and somebody blew their candles out, I'm like, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna eat that cake.
But you've probably been to so many birthdays that they've done that.
Now you are more aware of germs. I feel like that's something we all have picked up. We understand germs. I don't want nobody blowing on my cake, bro.
I mean, I could see why you wouldn't, for sure.
Yeah. I'm not eating it, honey. Leave it.
Bring it.
Okay.
I leave it.
I say bring it. Depending on who it is, but yeah, I'll still.
Oh, is it leave it or bring? Okay, leave it and bring it. Okay,
leave it.
Like bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back. Throw that back. Okay. No alcohol on flights. Bring the alcohol back.
Bring it back.
Motherfucking shit back.
Bring it back.
I don't drink on the plate, but why not? If you
That's
do,
bizarre as hell. Why did they even take that away?
People were being belligerent and starting
people were
fights
getting like
and shit.
fucked up.
They was doing that anyway, bro. They was
it was way worse. The mask,
and
then it's constant mask lifting. You know, it's stupid. I agree. It's dumb as fuck. I hope they bring the alcohol back because unless you,
I know they need that money.
Yeah, if you don't have no drugs to take, give me a fucking shot and quit playing with me. I take my shit on the plane, so y'all better check my bag good.
Now you telling them they is now. We got the edit.
Girl, cause who watched out the head director of TSA or whatever fucking Southwest is looking at this podcast and gonna remember.
We gotta watch India.
I need you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I do sneak alcohol on. Okay, salad bars. Or any kind of like grab yourself and go type shit.
Any buffets, leave it. That's been left for me ever since Old Country Buffet went away. I don't need no buffets.
What about the Schnucks wings and the salad bar?
No, baby, I'm not eating no wings that everybody picking over. They nasty asses.
I can see leaving that. I can see.
Yeah.
I don't want no buffets. I have never really.
I still sometimes get stuff from like Whole Foods, so I'd say bring it. They have been having this stuff out.
Whole Foods different for me.
They still not open. With
Really?
That's
really all I shop at right now.
So the Whole Foods that's over there in Brentwood, they do have a buffet, and I don't really consider them a buffet. Like I have gotten chicken from there before, so I won't say that.
I don't think it's open.
No, if they're
open.
You're talking about like if they get it or you get it.
No, me like at the end when they got you go like make a salad, they have breakfast and all that.
I know the one on in the Central West End is not open back up yet.
Yeah, the one in Brentwood is.
Wow, I haven't seen it in so long. I actually went to Deerberg's where they used to have a fire salad bar, and where it was just had like a
peanuts and shit.
You said peanuts
and chips and
no, it just had a whole display on it. Like I was like, is this the salad bar? What the hell? But anyway, it's just weird seeing shit like that. But okay, y'all, we're gonna close this thing out. What has the pandemic taught you guys about life? Has it taught you guys anything meaningful?
Life doesn't slow down, and just continue to live your best life. Like I know the pandemic was definitely scary and it was a terrible time, but I mean we still never gonna get that time back. So I felt like I still lived even though we were in a pandemic. Like I didn't let it hinder me.
I think in addition to the pandemic, like everything in life show you we don't have control. Oh, it's a lot of things we do not have control over. So it's best to just, find a way to be grateful for, what you do have and let go of some of that anxiety you have to control things and learn to kind of flow with life. And just also the things that you put in the focus on for things that you can't control, put it on the things that you actually can control. And love on your people. Many people have lost so many friends, loved ones, family members, associates to COVID. So just be grateful and love and say I love you and pray for the people and see the people that you love as much as you can, because they could be here today and gone tomorrow.
Yes, true.
I agree with that. I feel like I haven't had like a lot of major things happen in my life, but pandemic is definitely in my 5 life-changing, like damn life is real moments. So definitely love on your loved ones. Nothing is promised. You do not have control. Life is real. Like that's something that I learned with the pandemic. And I learned that with the pandemic, with having kids, like those are the major like life turning moments in my life, and the pandemic is included in it.
Yeah. Okay. What has it taught me? It taught me that during such a chaotic time and unsure time that people can come together in peace. There was a lot of neighbors out, people speaking to one another, just being extra kind. I love that togetherness and knowing that we can band together when needed. I thought that was a beautiful thing. But also just to love on your family more. Like one of my goals for this year is to be more present with the ones that I love. You know, my schedule is fucking busy as hell, and I'm working on that balance, you know, to be there for people, and people understand my work life, but it's taught me to really just cherish, you know, those in your life, and, you know, be strong. We getting through this. It's the new norm. So that concludes this episode of Blended POV. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like. How's the like? I don't know what it is. But anyway, like and subscribe button, click, and you can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, and follow us on Facebook and IG. And we will see you guys next Tuesday, which will be Lily's show.
Hey,
you know the name. Remember the game.
Let's
go. Okay, bitch.
Okay, plug. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like. How's the like? I don't know what it is. But anyway, like and subscribe button, click, and you can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, and follow us on Facebook and IG, and we will see you